Srila Prabhupada's comment on the 26 qualities of a Vaishnava, of a devotee. The first one is, a devotee is merciful. Now the question is, how can a devotee be merciful? Or the next thing is, how can I be more merciful? So we're going to go to Bhagavad Gita, if we can pass out the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita chapter 11, verse 34. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11, verse 34. It's a very nice, powerful verse, speaks about mercy. We'll chant each verse and then we'll go into the purport. Dronam cha Bhishmam cha Jayadratam cha Karnam Tantanyan api Yodhaviran Maya Hantams Tvam Jahi Ma Vyatishta Hudyasva Jetasi Rane Sampatnan. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna, and the other great warriors have already been destroyed by me. Therefore, kill them and do not be disturbed. Simply fight, and you will vanquish your enemies in battle. Srila Prabhupada's purport. Every plan is made by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he is so kind and merciful to his devotees that he wants to give the credit to his devotees who carry out his plan according to his desire. Life should therefore move in such a way that everyone acts in Krishna consciousness and understands the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the medium of a spiritual master. The plans of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are understood by his mercy, and the plans of the devotees are as good as his plans. One should follow such plans and be victorious in the struggle for existence. Pretty powerful verse by Prabhupada. In many words, what Prabhupada is saying is, the Lord uses his devotees to help devotees. He wants to give the credit to his devotees. At the same time, the Lord, we are not exalted enough to actually see the mercy of the Lord because we are covered up, by this mode of ignorance. We are blinded, so we really can't see it. So because we cannot see, the Lord is going to work through his devotees. So the question is, there's always a question of what is the definition of mercy? On my right, the Webster Dictionary of Definition of Mercy is to show kindness and compassion. But the spiritual meaning of mercy is to get what we don't deserve. It's even more deeper than the Webster Dictionary. to get what we don't deserve. That is the mercy of the Lord. He works to the devotees. So mercy doesn't only mean kindness and compassion, but it also means Krishna is going to give me what I do deserve or don't deserve. And if we think in our everyday lives, sometimes, when I have my time, as they call it, my moments to myself, I reflect in my past, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and I said, whoa, Krishna, I did not deserve this, but you really saved me. So many incidences where the Lord works through his devotees when we could have not been alive. For example, this was in 98, and every now and then, I think about it, In 98, I was involved in a car accident with 2 other devotees. Many of you know State College. When you come from State College towards Harrisburg, you go through the 7 mountains. And it's very hilly and windy and, pretty hilly and windy, actually. And we were picking up a devotee from State College and bringing her to Gitanagari for a seminar. And while driving on that way, the devotee who was driving, the driver devotee took her eyes off the road for literally a split of a second to pick an orange juice bottle that she bought. But she wasn't holding her steering wheel. So it just went, towards the cliff, the wall of the mountain. So I very nicely told her, I said, hey, catch the steering wheel. I was very calm. I didn't even, I wasn't hyped up. I just said, look at it. She looked up and she got instant fear and she yanked it instead, rather than turning it, because she was panicking. And she yanked it so hard that it hit the barrier down the cliff, almost that, what do you call the guardrails? Chaitanya Charitamrita ki, Jagannath Bhai Subhadra ki jai. So she almost hit the guardrail, and noticed that she yanked it again. Second time, she lost control of the steering wheel. And she noticed that her yanking was going to hit that same wall of the mountain again. And the third time she yanked it. Interestingly, it's just, when I think about that, it's like, I feel like it's my second birth, really. When she yanked it, it did hit the guardrail, but it didn't go down the cliff. It bounced back 3 times, toppled and capsized, like, upside down. And till today, I remember that when it was rolling over, when she hit the guardrail towards the mountain of the wall, I saw the whole windshield just cracking. When you see cartoons, you see the cracking. That's exactly what I saw. And I said to myself, I remember saying to myself, I'm going to die. I remember saying that. I am going to die. And when it capsized, I woke up and I'm thinking, am I dead? Is my body down and I'm, what is happening? Completely lost touch of the world until I heard my first daughter, because she was about 18 months old at that time, she was in a car seat. I heard her screaming. I said, I'm alive. And like any mother, all we think is how to rescue the child. We cut in half, 3 parts, we don't care, And it capsized, and I couldn't get myself out of the car. Finally, I think 3-4 people were driving by. They stopped over. Again, Krishna's arrangement. The 3 people that stopped by, one was a doctor, one was a hospice nurse, and one was a nurse. What are the chances? What are the chances of having 3 medical professionals stop by to save us? And all I could think of was my first daughter screaming in the car, in the car seat, and the 2 other devotees, were hurt. And all I could tell them was, get my daughter out of the car seat. Get her out, get her out, get her out. That's all I could think of. I couldn't think of what was happening to me. So as soon as they got her out, I just noticed that she only had a little cut on her lip, no damage. The other devotee had a whiplash because she, banged her head, and the other one had the seat belt, that pain. And all of a sudden, I saw my skirt was red. I'm thinking, where's this blood coming from? I wasn't feeling any pain. And then the doctor, and again, he said that he was returning from night shift, being an ER doctor. This is amazing how the Lord does all this, amazing. He says, ma'am, your hand is bleeding. I said, oh. And I realized that my hand was split open. I mean, you can see the stitches. It was from here to here, just hanging off. This whole thing was just hanging off, It was really bad. I didn't feel the pain, because I was just focusing on my daughter. And next thing I knew, I was in the ambulance, and she was in the ambulance with me. She was only 18 months old at that time. And the other 2 came in the ambulance. I got to the hospital, and I went for surgery. To cut a long story short, my husband came. He went to the car to see what's happening with the car, to get stuff. When he went to the junkyard to get the car out, to see what the car was, to get whatever, the junkyard guys told my husband, so I'm so sorry what happened to your wife. My condolences. And my husband said, no, sir, they are alive. He said, what? He said, this car is flat. How can anyone come out alive? Mercy that I did not deserve. When we have such incidences that happen in our lives, it's purely by the mercy of the Lord working through his devotees. That is mercy. And we live by that mercy to know that there is a living God. There is Krishna. There are Krishna devotees, and the devotees will be there. And I remember after that, for a few months, I couldn't use my hand at all. And devotees cooked for me. They came to cook. I couldn't bathe. They had to bathe me. They had to bathe my daughter because he had to go to school. My husband, he was teaching. It takes devotees. One devotee would cook for me, one stayed with me, one bathed her, one bathed me, one combed my hair. I couldn't do anything. Devotees' mercy. That's when we know, I don't deserve this, Krishna, but you send the devotees. That's when we realize, wow, the devotee is more merciful than the Lord. And when we come to that situation, we have to realize, wow, Krishna, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. And we have to go back and think of these moments to help us realize that we cannot take devotees for granted. We can't. It's because of them we are where we are today. Very, very powerful point. That's why the first Vaishnava quality the Prabhupada said from the Bhagavad Gita is, a devotee is merciful. Very important point. We've heard mercy phrases, right? You're a mercy factor. What does that mean? Only by mercy we can be saved, if not we are lost. Or we are at the mercy of this or that person. For example, we are stranded, right? And we need a ride home. And we wait for the devotee and we say, Prabhu, I'm at your mercy, please take me home. I'm at your mercy, take me home, please. I'll wait for 3 hours, take me home, I'm at your mercy. Or we say, throw yourself at the mercy of him or her. Only the devotees can do that. If we all think for a moment, each one of us here, how did we get to where we are today? Were we just walking by and we saw, oh, Hare Krishna temple, I will just poke my nose in? How did all of you come? How did all of you know about who we are? How did you get to here today? Let me hear some answers. Yes, Prabhu.
Well, I was living in the riding for many years, and I never knew like so and so temple is there or congregation is there until I came in contact with the Mahaprabhu, and he was already known there.
And that's a devotee. It took a devotee for you to find out, right? Anyone else? How did you know about ISKCON? How did you know about the Hare Krishna movement? Swanaguranga Prabhu, another devotee. Who else? Women, come on, speak. I know you have voices. I'm going to call names. I'm very good in calling names. There you go. It took a devotee from a temple. You had to go to know about us. Anyone else? Yes.
I used to go in Delhi ISKCON.
Uh-huh.
And then when I moved here, then I came to know from the Deloitte Impact.
Ram Babu ki jai, right? Ram Babu is the spokesperson at Deloitte for ISKCON Harrisburg. I tell you, that guy's amazing. Took a devotee. We all came to ISKCON from another devotee. It's not like we were driving by and one day I'm very bored and just going for a car ride and we say, oh, okay, let me go poke. No, none of us went through that. I know I didn't go through that. We all came here through a devotee. How did we start chanting? From a devotee, right? How did we learn to read Prabhupada's books? We got a book from a devotee. How did we hear lectures? A devotee told me about hearing lectures. How did we start engaging in service? A devotee engaged me in service. Every aspect of our devotional life involved a devotee. Not WhatsApp, not Instagram. It involved a devotee bringing us. Even to learn the science of Krishna consciousness, the science of devotional service, it took a devotee. How to do this, how not to do this, why we do that, why we don't. It's from a devotee. Because the Lord is working through his devotees. That's why a devotee is always merciful. Those of you who attend Bhakti Vriksha, Krishna is not giving the class. A devotee is teaching the Bhakti Vriksha. Another devotee. Every aspect of our Krishna consciousness involved a devotee bringing us to get to know ISKCON, the Hare Krishna movement. Srila Prabhupada. It's not a Big Bang theory. Boom! And we found out about it. It's from a devotee. Believe it or not, even to get initiated, whether it's first or second initiation, it takes a devotee. It actually takes a devotee. Yes, the spiritual master will say, I will give you, but go get your mercy from the devotee. You have to get recommendation. You have to get the mercy. It doesn't happen overnight. Even that involves a devotee. Every aspect. So everything in Krishna consciousness is by the mercy of a devotee. Why is that so? Because a devotee is called Kalpavriksha, Kalpaturu. We all know who that spiritual master is. His whole is Indradunya Swami. He's in Vrindavan and he's hugging a Kalpavriksha, a Kalpaturu tree in Vrindavan. Look at the hugging. Now this is a pure devotee of the Lord, a sannyasi. He's hugging the tree because he knows this Kalpavriksha tree is going to fulfill his desires, spiritual desires. Devotees are kalpavriksha, kalpataru. Why? Because a devotee is a well-wisher of all living entities. Devotees only wish well. They don't wish ill, ill or bad or, bad omen or curses or, negativity. No, they always wish well. If we see Srila Prabhupada, whenever Srila Prabhupada signs off, how does he sign? Your ever well-wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. In all his letters, all his correspondences, every letter of him, at the end he says, your ever well-wisher. That's a devotee. We may not like the instructions we're getting. We may not like the feedback we are hearing. We may not like the corrections we are hearing. We may not like whatever we're getting back. Because why? The devotee knows what's best for us and when. Well-wishing doesn't mean, like we get that Aladdin genie thing and we rub it and then make all my wishes on that Aladdin lamp and my wishes get met, whether it's good or bad. No. A devotee wishes well, and when they tell us something that's good or not good, it's for our benefit. Our benefit means, I wish you well. I don't wish you bad. That is the devotee. Well-wisher of all living entities. Now the next question might be, what is the meaning of a well-wisher? What does it mean that a devotee is a well-wisher? A devotee is a well-wisher when they wish spiritual happiness and spiritual success of another devotee. They don't care about material happiness because they know that material happiness is temporary. They're not worried about material successes because material successes means we're going to be binding in the circle of repeated circle of birth and death over and over and over and over again. Devotees don't want to see us get stuck in the material world with material successes or get temporary happiness. Devotees only wish spiritual happiness and spiritual success. And that is the reason why a devotee is a well-wisher. They only wish the best for our spiritual life and spiritual success. So if one devotee is not doing well spiritually, then it's the other devotee's duty to say, okay, something is not right. Why are you not spiritually happy? Let's fix the situation. Or you're not succeeding spiritually. Okay, let's do some pushing. Right, Damodar? Let's do some pushing. We had a session this morning, that's why he can relate to it. You gotta push. Every devotee wants another devotee to grow spiritually and to succeed spiritually. Materially, they're not worried about. Come, fine. Don't come, fine. But stay spiritually high. Prabhupada says we have to be spiritually high, not spiritually low. So a devotee is always wishing the best for us spiritually, spiritual happiness and spiritual success. Therefore, we should always be grateful to the devotees who touched our lives and brought us to where we are today. Should never forget that. It's very important that we remember those devotees. We give them gratitude. We thank them. Because have me and this person not crossed roads, I would not be here today. Whether it be getting to know who Prabhupada is, whether it means getting to know what is ISKCON, the Hare Krishna movement, whether it means, reading Prabhupada's books, how to do devotional service, how to read Prabhupada's books, how to cook, how to get initiated, everything. And if we look at our devotional life, it's not just one person. Every step of the way, there's at least more than one devotee that Krishna has brought in our lives to help us to be where we are today. Not just one. One might be someone that brought us to the movement. One might be someone that taught us how to cook, how to serve, how to clean. One might be how to put tilak. I can never forget in 1994, for me, the first devotee that brought me, many devotees get surprised. I think now it's not, but it used to be a surprising concept for many devotees. But the person that brought me into the movement was my husband. It's not the other way around. He brought me to the movement. And he was the one that brought me to my spiritual master. And till today, if I did not meet my spiritual master, I would be lost in this crazy material world. No doubt. No matter what it was, I would be lost. And I am so grateful that I met my spiritual master. And I met him in 92. Another devotee that really taught me the science of Krishna consciousness is my most senior god sister, Mother Adi-lila. She was the one that taught me how to put tilak on. And I remember we were in Atlanta attending the Panihati festival. And we were all sitting in the van, all the women. And she taught each one of us how to put the tilak on in the van. You know, and then she taught us the mantras. She taught us how to, call our guru by the right name. She taught me how to, how to offer, how to do Virgo offering. Then when I came to Gita Nagari, I had 2-3 other devotees taught me how to do deity service, how to clean, how to sweep, how to mop, everything. Those are the devotees we should always be grateful. It's only by their mercy that we're learning what we're learning today. It's really, really, really very important that we take the time and thank those devotees that helped us get to where we are from the beginning up until now. Thank them. Because the Lord's mercy was working through these devotees. We cannot ask the Lord to give us the mercy because we won't recognize it. We are not, Prabhupada, we are not, Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj, we are fallen conditioned souls. So, and the Lord wants the credit, as it says in the verse, the Lord wants the credit to go to his devotees. Krishna is more happy when the devotees gets the credit and not him. So those are the devotees we have to thank. Thank you for holding my hand. Thank you for correcting me. Thank you for instructing me. Thank you for chastising me. Thank you for, giving me love. Whatever it is, good or bad, thank them. It's because of them we are where we are today. Because the Lord's mercy was working through them. Now the other question is, we all have been blessed by devotees who brought us to where we are now. We got the mercy of the devotee, right? Or devotees. It's always devotees, always plural form, never one person. What do we do with that mercy that we got from those devotees that gave us that mercy? What do we do? Do we keep it to ourselves? And hide in the closet and say, it's all mine? What do we do with the mercy? We share the mercy. We cannot hang on to it because we don't own it. We didn't buy it. we didn't bargain for it. We don't own it. Remember, we got it we were not even deserving to get it. If we were not deserving to get it, how can we own the mercy? We share the mercy. How do we share the mercy? 5 ways. Serving the merciful great souls and the mission like Srila Prabhupada. So we have to ask ourselves, how can I serve Srila Prabhupada's mission? What can I do? I got the mercy from these devotees. Now I want to share it. What can I do to share what I got with others? Number 2, We can act mercifully on the order. How? By relieving a person's pain. When we see someone else in pain, we go help them. We just don't just say, oh, like in the old days, they'll say, Prabhu, chant and be happy. Suck it up. It's Krishna's mercy. No. When we see someone in pain, we relieve the pain. We act mercifully. As they say, right? Action speaks louder than words. We can parrot the whole Bhagavad Gita, but if we do not walk it, it's useless. We can quote the best of slokas. We can quote anything from any of the book, but if we do not walk it, it's useless. We have to act on it. Relieving one's pain is acting out of mercy. I care about your pain. How can I relieve it? How can I lighten it? Let me help you. Right? So sometimes we sit in this closet. Lack of a better word, I don't need help. I'm a lone fighter. What's the phrase, Jitmitra? Every man for himself. I hate that phrase. It's so, I hate that phrase. No, we help each other. That's why we have Sadhu Sangha. See, Sadhu Sangha is not just to come, sing, dance, chant, and read, go home, and that's it. No. Sadhu Sangha also means I care about you. How can I relieve your pain? Ask for help. Not asking for help means false ego. I can do it. I'm Tarzan. Or Hercules, or whatever you want to call it, one-man army. No, we need help. We have to ask for help. Act mercifully. Third, how can we share the mercy? How can we distribute the mercy? Share the knowledge. Nitya Gopal is very good at that. He always has a book ready with him. Anytime we go, he has a book ready with him. He has books in his trunk of the car. Yes, he does. Trunk of the car, in his back seat of the car, he always has books ready, on the spot, on demand. He has it. Share the knowledge. We don't have to say anything. Just give the book. And we don't have to be expert preachers. We don't have to be Shastric scholars. Just say, you know what, this book really helped me. It might help you. Try reading this booklet. That's it. Just give Srila Prabhupada's books. Share the knowledge. The last one is, how do we practice sharing mercy? Being an example of Srila Prabhupada's teachings. Not just know it and parroting it, walking the talk. Practice makes perfect. We need to show, as they say, right? As I said earlier, action speaks louder than words. We can babble all the knowledge we want. We can babble all the Shastra, all the scholar, all the texts, name it, but if we do not walk the talk, what's the point? How do I know you care for me? Right? We show by example. That is what Prabhupada did. Not only was Prabhupada an ambassador from the spiritual world, sent by the Supreme Lord, he showed by example. In the late 60s, when Srila Prabhupada was living in 26 2nd Avenue, the Matchless Gift Shop in New York City, his neighbor was an old guy. And Prabhupada was also very old. When he came, he was 70 years old. But every week, Prabhupada would go out and help that neighbor to get his trash out. He did not preach. He did not give his books. He didn't say, I am A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, you must come hear my lecture. He didn't say that. He didn't even give prasadam. All he did was, let me help my neighbor to take the trash out. He did it every week. And his disciple asked him, Prabhupada, you're an old man yourself. Why are you doing this? He says, this is called kindness and giving mercy by example. He did not open his mouth. He showed by action. That's what he wants us to do. By action. Not like a parrot. That one you can record it and play forward, rewind, play forward. That one you can do all day long. But are we walking are we walking the talk? Are we listening to what we're hearing? Are we being an example of Srila Prabhupada's teachings? Are we sharing the mercy? That's what Prabhupada wants us to do. Practice by example. Now, someone might say, but how can I catch the mercy? Very easy. Hang out with those who have that character. Plants grow best in fertile soil. And our natural spiritual consciousness is to grow with people of same minds. Right? That's how we grow. Doctors hang out with doctors. Doctors hang out with doctors. Lawyers with lawyers. Computer programs with computer programmers. So on and so forth. Same thing. If we want to catch the understanding of mercy, we hang out with the devotees who have that character in them. That's how we can catch the mercy. Goes back to sadhu sangha. Are we in the right association? Are we hanging out with devotees who's helping me to catch the mercy and share the mercy? It's a $1 million question that we always have to ask ourselves. Are we catching the mercy? Are we sharing the mercy? Or are we just saying, let it go, it's okay? I remember many years ago in Gitanagari, late 90s, early 2000, I think, it was a festival, and many of us wanted to do a particular service. I don't remember the service, but there were so many volunteers that want to do that service, and I was one of them actually. And we all told the organizer, please call me for that service. And she got, I don't know how many people want you to do that same service. She goes, yeah. At the end, many of us didn't get it but one person. And we were all very sad. I asked her, I said, why didn't you call me? You know what she said? Where were you to catch the mercy? You were too busy talking. You didn't wait for the mercy. You're too busy chitting-chatting. That's what she said. Where were you? This Mataji was waiting at the door and did not budge, so she got the mercy. Mercy doesn't come very cheaply. We have to be waiting with folded hands, begging. What they call in Hindi, bhiksha. Right? We have to be begging, give me, wait in line. But what we think is, I can tell somebody that they'll come get me. No, Krishna doesn't work that way. Krishna doesn't work that way. He's saying, Krishna, I'm available. When you come, when you need me, you come call me. Why would Krishna call us if we're not waiting and begging? He'll call the person who is waiting at the door to catch the mercy. That's when I learned my lesson, never to make that mistake again. I would wait. She goes, you're not waiting, you're chit-chatting. So I gave it to the one that was waiting for it, eagerly. She got the mercy. I lucked out. She goes, too bad, next time. I said, okay, next time. Never came though. Mercy doesn't come cheaply. It comes to the devotees And we have to be waiting, holding our hands, begging for the mercy. Mercy doesn't only mean attending to the bodily needs of a person. It means giving back the eternal relationship they have with the Lord, which means spiritual happiness and spiritual success. That is mercy. And that is the reason which I'm going to conclude with this, and we'll open up for questions, that it's very important that every devotee must recite this verse at least once a day, and we must learn this. Vanchaka putubhyascha kripa sindhu be'evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Everyone should know this verse. Mandatory. At least once a day we must recite it. At least once a day. Beautiful translation. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are just like the Zai trees, Kalpataru, Kalpavriksha, like we talked about earlier, right? And can fulfill the desires of everyone, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Everyone should memorize this. This is an extremely important verse. Learn it, memorize it. In the old ISKCON days when I joined, it's just funny how over time things get minimized. Thanks to technology, social media, everything is becoming so, what's the word? Lazy, I should say. In the old ISKCON days when I joined, every time we see a devotee, we go on the floor and we offer dandavats and we recite this verse. I'm sure Radha Prabhu, you know that. That was the old days. Now we don't see that.
It happens in Pune, it still happens.
That's very good. It's happening over there.
It's not.
That's how we should do. Now, 10, 15 years later, that's okay, then we do this. Fold our hands and recite this verse. Then 20 years later, we only do this and we don't recite this verse. 30 years later, you know what they do now? That's not, no, they do this. What are we doing? Are we chanting the anthem of the country? We do this. We're not singing the US national anthem here. What's going on? That's all they do. So 10 years from now, I'm afraid. I'm very scared what's going to happen. I don't know what it's going to be like by mind connection. I have no idea. No, we should recite, at least we should be holding our hands, distinct devotees, and greeting. Hare Krishna. If we do not see a devotee for a long time, say for example, whenever we get senior devotees coming like Vishagada Prabhu, Balabhadra Prabhu, all the senior devotees, we should always, as we call it, hit the deck, hit the floor, and say the prayers. Especially the senior, because that is how they were trained. And they will correct us to do it that way. So imagine it came from Dandavats to this, to this. Very sad. Now the funny thing is, what I've noticed is that even when we offer obeisances, I need and Jit Mitra, come here. I have to display it so we know how to do the right way, Stand over here, beta. In the old days, right, when we come to the temple or when it comes to the deities, we offer full dandavats. We do that, right? Udo. Then 10 years, 15 years later, what happens is, get on your knees. We do this. 20 years later, stand up. That is all we do now. Seriously. You know why? merciness. You can go. So we went from full dandavats to half kneeling to standing. The reason we do full dandavats, we offer because we are fully surrendering ourselves. If we get on our knees, we are saying 50% surrender. If we are standing, we are saying 0% surrender. There's no surrendering on the knees and standing. And I think 10 years from now we'll be flying. I don't know, I'm scared. We're cutting it short. Prabhupada never taught us that way. Kneeling is 50% surrender. Standing, 50% surrender. If we want to do complete 100% surrender, full obeisances. That is called saying, Krishna, I surrender myself to you. Use me as an instrument. That's why we say this prayer at least once a day. Very important prayer. It's important that we really read the word, learn it, memorize it, and apply it in our lives. Only then we will value the devotees and the mercy that's coming from Krishna through the devotees. Because it's only by the mercy of the devotees. And if you think about it, to conclude, it's only by the mercy of the devotees that they will even carry our bodies and bury it and cremate it. It's not the Lord. The devotees are going to come at our bedsides, chanting the holy name, reminding us of Krishna until our last breath, right? It's the devotees' mercy. Everything is devotees' mercy. We should never take it for granted. And we should share that knowledge. We should share that mercy so that we can also develop the character of mercy to others. Srila Prabhupada ki. Any reflections? Any thoughts? Actually, I would like to hear two from the men. Yes, Prabhu, go ahead. Can you get the mic?
Hare Krishna, Hare Prabhu.
Haribol.
Mataji, as you told, right, we have to surrender to the God. I see people, as you said, taking namaste. They are now like kissing.
Yeah, Prabhupada never said that.
Even when we go to temples,
Yeah.
they are in a hurry. They came to a temple, they want to visit the God, they want to see the bliss of the God, right? They're in a hurry. Come on, let's go to Pradeshna fast. Running race.
In a hurry. Yeah.
So, the initial thought of surrendering has lost.
Yes, absolutely. But it's the same people. You know, I was watching this on Bombay Bazaar Indian store. This thought crossed my mind. They had a big article of this old Bollywood actor. What's his name? No. Very old guy. Govinda? Some show he's having. So I looked at that article, at the flyer, and I said, how many people are going to be standing in line before the doors open to watch this man's show? Seriously. How many people, and I'm saying including devotees,
Yes.
how many of us would buy the ticket, stand in line to get the, what they call the best seat, the front seat, whatever you want to call it, to watch that show, and they don't mind waiting, no hurry bari, huh? But to come to the temple, fast. Chalo. We gotta go. You know, do shortcut, and let's get out. We have taken the Lord for granted. We haven't really understood the mercy of Krishna. We are taking the Lord as a doll. Say it as it is. Very important. We need to make time for Krishna. We need to make time for our Bhakti Lata beach. The shortcut, if the more shortcut we do, the more shortcut we'll experience in our own lives. Then we wonder, what happened? Start scratching our heads. Yeah, good point.
Yes, ma'am. I just want to add more. Actually, I'm new to this country. I felt very bad when I was not able to go into temple, when I was new. Because I'm used to the God.
Yes.
Like I spend much of my time with the God. When I saw this temple and when I came here, I was very happy.
Thanks to Ram Babu. Where is he? I saw him hiding. See? Devotee. Mercy of a devotee.
That's because I surrendered to God and I have given it.
So good. See, in you came because of, it's all devotees' mercy. Like I said, Ram Babu, to me, he's the spokesperson for Deloitte, for ISKCON of Harrisburg. Seriously. It's because of Ram Babu, he brought you. Because of a devotee. A devotee is merciful. Clear example we have. Thank you, Ram Babu. May you always be a spokesperson in Deloitte for ISKCON Harrisburg. That's my prayer for you. Seriously, Prabhu. Any other points? Yes, Jitmitra. I'm coming to the women, so get ready.
Mataji, you had one slide on the catching the mercy. So that time I was kind of thinking, so you know, my wife is from Mayapur, she served there, and I was there for almost 3 weeks. You know, it's very difficult to do any direct service of the deities and of the spiritual master because there's so many devotees. Like for example, if you wanna like cook for the deities, first of all you have to be Brahmin initiated. Second of all, you have to know the people.
The inside source, right?
All the inside source. And even if you know the people, maybe you will get a slot 30 days from when you apply. Because they have a long list of people. And also like if you want to sponsor prasad, like suppose you want to sponsor for the deities, at least 30 days out, you know.
Wow.
So when I was kind of thinking and I was thinking of catching the mercy, like, you know, for us, the deities are so accessible. Like, you know, if you want to cook, maybe we can get into the line like tomorrow or day after, or, you know.
Ever ready. Ever ready. Can cook tomorrow. No problem.
So I was just thinking like, you know,
Yes.
like we have so much opportunity here, which you might not have in like big temples.
No.
Like Mayapur. So we have the opportunity to catch the mercy.
The opportunity is so ripe. It's just waiting for the person who's ready to have it, to catch it. Gotta just catch it, not just wait and watch it. And when it's gonna fall, we're gonna catch it, you know. Good point. Anything on the men's side, because I'm gonna go to the women, because they're all thinking, who should gonna call now? Yes, please, give the mic.
When you were reading the purport,
11:34.
So that life should therefore move in such a way that everyone acts in Krishna consciousness and understands the Supreme Personality. Okay. The plans of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are understood by His mercy, and the plans of the devotees are as good as His plans.
Yes.
How can we make sure that plans of the devotees are as good as Lord's plan?
In order for us to know that the plans of the devotee is as good as the Lord's plan is what's coming to me, we need to have a connection with the devotee. Relationships. Everything is tied to relationship. Everything is tied to building a connection, relationship, trust. You know, for example, if we tell, like we plan our children's school life, and they know, mommy knows what's best for me, daddy knows what's best, because they have the trust in us, right? Same thing, we need to have that trust in a devotee, that we have that strong relationship to know that this devotee is my well-wisher. When I'm ready, he or she knows. I'm ready. When I'm not ready, I'm not ready. Have that trust. Have that relationship. You know, for example, if the kid is not ready, you know, to do a certain activity, we'll tell the kid, no, you're not ready, wait for 1 more year. And of course the kid will throw, I mean, my daughter threw a tantrum, my first daughter, when she wanted to do basketball. She tried 9 months. She tried to make me agree for her to do basketball. At the end I said, no, you're not ready for it. It took her 3 years later to say, you know what, Mom? You're right. We need that trusting relationship with the devotee to know, you're my well-wisher, I trust you, you care for me, I see your love in me, you know when I'm ready, you know when I'm not ready, just help me. We need that connection. I hope that helps. We need that connection. Because the Lord works through his devotees like Arjuna, right? He didn't know whether to fight or not fight. It took Krishna. He had to surrender. At the end, he says what? Use me as you will. Okay, I'll kill my grandfather, I'll kill my teacher, I'll kill my brothers. You know what you're doing. That trust. But we are not elevated enough to tell Krishna, come appear us. Because sometimes I used to wonder, if Krishna came and told us, we don't even know whether we, honestly, the mind can be such a wrathful thing. Was that Krishna or was it an imposter? We are not that elevated. It takes a devotee, because why? The Lord wants to give his devotees credit. So we need to have very deep, trusting relationship with the devotee to know, you know what's best for me. You guide me, like a child. Amma, Dad, Mom, you know what's best for me? You tell me. But even when the child is sick, you know, I hope that helped, Prabhu. Okay, I haven't forgotten about the women. So let's hear from 2 women, a reflection, something that affected your life from one devotee or many devotees. What brought you here? Who was that person? You don't have to mention the names, but at least one incident that you can reflect on and say, yeah, this devotee taught me and that's why I am where I am today. You both don't talk, you always talk. Varsha. Okay, Rucha was here. I told you I'll pick. No, you were here for half an hour. Nice try. I speak, but I'm like Lord Brahma. I got Chaturmukha. Is somebody called Chaturmukha? Yeah, I have 4 faces. I can see everywhere. I even know that it goes behind me too. Pick one devotee. Who brought you to Krishna consciousness? How did you know about us?
Do I need to say the name?
If you want to, you don't need to, but it depends on your comfort level.
Swapne Prabhu.
Swarna Gauranga. We got to learn to use the devotee initiated name, Swarna Gauranga. What did he do?
He told us about Krishna and Jagannath.
Haribol. Very nice. And he just kept engaging you.
Yes, Mataji.
Very nice. Another thing, took a devotee. Mercy of the devotee is really, really powerful. Ruchi. Ruchi, I got the names down straight.
Ruchi.
Just got to put the I and the A, then I'll switch it up.
Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
Beautiful lecture. Nice.
Guru Gokuranga.
So, my husband was, involved with ISKCON since he was studying during his college days. But that time I was not. The way I got involved is very interesting because we were in Anand, Gujarat, and Kritika was, I think, just 1 year old. So where we used to stay, just 2 buildings away, was ISKCON temple.
Wow.
So in evening, there was bhajan, kirtan and all, and I was cooking. And somehow Kritika got out of the house and she went to temple. And I was looking for her. And then I got to know that she went to temple. So then I, That's how it started. So.
Wow!
And they used to call Kritika ISKCON baby there. And she was also born during Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra, the actual day.
That period.
So it's since she's born.
Wow, such a beautiful pastime.
Yeah. So I was so stressed out. It took me 1 hour to figure out where's my daughter going. Just learned to walk, and then she went where there was kirtan. So.
See, interestingly, it took a devotee singing the bhajans to attract your daughter.
Yeah.
Everything involves devotees. Very nice. Beautiful pastime. I was very nice. Thank you for sharing that.
Sure. And Mataji, I have a question.
Please.
So we were saying mercy in spiritual definition is something which you don't deserve, right? So I want to know, how can you make something to deserve what you desire, right? Because there's a difference between what you desire and what you deserve. So how can they both go hand in hand?
Very nice. You know, Preeti actually asked this question from Mother Amrita Keli Mataji, that Krishna's Guru Mata. And she said, where is he? You can say it beautifully. Hey Krishna. Correct me if I'm wrong, she said in order to desire right, we have to have the right desire to desire right.
Very deep.
Very deep. Very deep. And of course, it has to be spiritual desires, because that is what attracts the Lord and Radharani and Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, everybody. So we have to desire right. So in order to desire right, first have the desire to desire the right way, the right thing. It's very, very deep. And to get that mercy, share it. Just share it, you know. Whether it be doing a service, whether it be giving a book, whether it be practicing what Prabhupada taught us in his teachings, you know, whether it be just, hey, come to Janmashtami or Guru Purnima or Rath Yatra or anything, just bring them, like how Ram Babu. You won't believe, his roommate that he spoke to, they came, I think 2 days or day before they landed from India. He just brought them to the temple. That's how Ram Babu is the recruiter for ISKCON of Harrisburg. It really is. He just brings them. And look, and this devotee comes every time. And he's always doing service. We just got to share. What I got, let me give it to everyone. And then desire to desire right. The more we put the two together, it nicely blossoms. It's very deep. It's very deep, but very nice question though.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Any other questions before we end? Yes. What is the reflection on the question? Wait,
I have a reflection on it.
oh, go ahead, share it.
Please accept my humble obeisances.
Jai, Prabhupada, Jai.
When you were asking the question about to think or to reflect on the devotee that brought you to the movement, I think as kids, a lot of us here that were born into the movement were like, does this apply to me? Because it really wasn't in my hands for directly whether I was born of my parents who were in the movement or joined the movement short after. It kind of was like a them thing and I just happened to be their kid. But I was thinking more on this and I'm like, okay, there are some things, like some factors in this, because I think my example with you is you've shared a couple times in classes that you've had 2 miscarriages.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was talking to you and my father somewhere here,
Right there.
about this, and I asked them like, so if there's me and my sister and then 2 miscarriages, did you want 4 kids? And he said, no, I just wanted 2. And we just happened to be the 2 that survived. So I guess the devotee that I owe my gratitude to was because, well, let me backtrack. Because of having so many services and running around and not being rested and not taking care of yourself while you were pregnant, which is why you had those 2 miscarriages while you were on the Dham. So I'm, I guess, speculating that there are some devotees that took care of you and told you to slow down and get
Yeah,
yourself
they
some-
had to make me stop, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's probably your god sisters.
They all did,
And
yeah.
so in that way, I probably owe myself being in the movement to your god sisters because they took care of you while you were pregnant. And as other youth here, I'm pretty sure there is somebody that took care of your mother while she was pregnant with you, and so you survived and you're here and you're able to take advantage of the movement. So I think you can also think of it.
Yep. You know, sometimes my second daughter, when she asks me this question, she'll say, so are you saying, Mom, that if you had 2 kids, then I wouldn't be? I said, yeah, you won't be in existence. She goes, dang. So she's glad that she's here, because if I had the other, she wouldn't be here. That's why she's asking that question, but yes. We owe a lot to the devotees. We do. Take time. Thank the devotees. Yes, give him the mic and then we'll end it up.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari.
On the basis of
Jai.
That scenario that Raja talked about happens sometimes, but there are other scenarios too involving pregnancy. There are devotees who have only a short period of time to be in the material world for things that they have done, and it's just mercy. The mercy is there, they have the opportunity to go back to Godhead, but there's just a little bit of something that needs to be paid for. And so they get put in the womb of a devotee. It has to be a womb of a devotee, Mataji. And they're there for a little while. And of course, it's, as the Shastra says, in the womb, it's pretty intense, in lack of a better word. And then they leave, and that soul goes back to the spiritual world.
Yeah.
And so devotee mothers are sometimes used that way. So the miscarriages are also possible, that there were devotees that were ready to go to the spiritual world, but there was a little
Very little for them to finish.
Yeah.
And then they get liberated.
Yes.
So many of us at that time, many of the women at that time had a lot of miscarriages. I happen to be one of them. And we were told, because the souls that we were told by our spiritual masters, the souls that had to come had a very short time. They had to finish up whatever business they had, and probably it might be just hearing the chanting of the holy name or hearing Bhagavatam, and then 1-2 months they're gone, and they've, because they've done what they had to do, and then they get liberated. And many of us went through that. At least 5 Matajis at that time had miscarriages. But yeah, thank you for adding that. Yes. Thank you so much. Let's take some time to thank our devotees who brought us here and share that mercy that they gave us with others. Srila Prabhupada ki.
They said I'm singing. God tells me nothing.
गुरु महाराज की कृपा है भाई जगन्नाथ
I got some. You're so big, like you can punch me down. I would But I would.
Hare
ऐसी भक्ति प्रांत स्वामी श्री भगवान की नित्य प्रविष्ट ओम विष्णु भार परमहंस प्रियवाज के चार्ज अष्टोत्तर सत्य शिशुमान जबान के शिल भक्त सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज भगवान की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की नाम आचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की ISKCON फाउंडर चार्ज श्री भगवान की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री द्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोकुल श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की नवद्वीप धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जगन्नाथ स्वामी की गंगा माई की जमुना माई की तुलसी देवी की भक्ति देवी की हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की सामवेद भक्तवृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the Lotus feet of Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste
Sunday program. It's so nice to see so many devotees out and more new faces, so that's really, really nice. New meaning, nice to see the faces that's coming, that's new, that's coming more frequently. So that's really, really nice. We want to share a few announcements. Last week we had a very nice Nitai Gaurachandra's Pushpa Abhishek Brahmotsav. Really, really, really nice. And we have the momentum one coming up on March 24th. That is Gaur Purnima. That's happening in exactly 3 weeks. In exactly 3 weeks. And this is the second time and the last time of the year that Nitai Gaurachandra will come off the altar again. But this time they will have the full Abhishek, the Panchamrit. So we will have a full Abhishek of them. We are still planning a date that a couple of weeks before that, we haven't figured it out, we'll send the message out. We will have to, during the weekday, we'll have to close the altar because the deities will be painted. So they will not be visible for anyone except for the pujaris to do the service, because they have to dry up and all that good stuff before they look pretty again on Gaur Purnima. But please do mark your calendars for March 24th, Gaur Purnima. It'll start at 4:30 p.m. And my humble request this time is, if we all can please be on time. It's very important that we do not make the Lord wait for us. Last week some of us came late and we actually had to make the deities wait so that some of you won't miss out. 24th, thank you. What is it, Saturday? I'm so bad. Sunday, yes, thank you. It's a Sunday, so there shouldn't be any problems.
There should not be any reason. Sunday and it's off day, we should dedicate to the Lord.
Say again?
Deities won't be waiting this time.
Yes, they won't be waiting this time. Last week we made them wait, but this time we cannot make them wait. It's actually not right to make the Supreme Personality of Godhead wait for us. We should be waiting for the Lord. It's not the other way around. So please, we're giving you 3 weeks notice. Clear your calendar. Do what you gotta do. Be on time at 4:30, waiting for the Lord. You know, we talk about catching the mercy. When the mercy is gone, then dukan banda. Shop closes. And then you can't say, oh, Mataji, I missed it. Well, you know, we have to be waiting to catch the mercy. So please be on time, 4:30, because we really do not want to keep the deities waiting for us. And it's going to be a very nice program. There will be, like, say, a regular Abhishek with Panchamrit. There will be cultural performances by the Sunday school kids. So please do come out and let's make it a very festive festival for Gaur Purnima. After that, April 27th, I talked about that. It's another pop quiz. What is happening on April 27th? So fast we forgot. Thank you, Tungavidya. We all forgot? There's only 2 people. Now, who else forgot? 3. Everyone else forgot? 8-hour kirtan. April 27th. Please block your calendars. If we want to get the mercy, we spoke about mercy for an hour. If we want to get the mercy, it comes through the holy name. It comes from devotees coming out and chanting the holy name for 8 hours and experiencing the sweetness and the beauty of the holy name. Block your calendars, finish your grocery shopping the day before. I mean, thank God we have curbside pickup nowadays, you know. Get that done, finish your homework, finish your assignments, finish your tests, go through the austerity and the sacrifices and give your 8 hours up for the Lord. It doesn't happen so much. We do it for many other things. We can do it for this day for the Lord. It's really, really, we have a lot of devotees. And I just confirmed last week that we have a special devotee, 2 proper disciples coming. We have, of course, Munificent Prabhu. And this time we got Balabhadra Prabhu to come. I tried to get him 3 times, and 3 times he said, this is my 4th try. I had to beg him last Saturday, and he's coming. So please, take the mercy. Catch the mercy while it's there. Don't leave home without it. Please block your calendars for April 27th, 8-hour kirtan. We have a lot of devotees coming as far as from Canada, I believe, from New Jersey, from different parts of US, including proper disciples. So please do block your calendars. It's really, really important. Last announcement is we've... I think a couple of weeks ago I mentioned that we have the temple 2023 financial statement. It was missing. It's on the board right now. So please, if you haven't seen the 2023 financial statement, please do go, take a peek at it, look at it, and see how the temple has been doing last year, the expenses, the income, and so on and so forth. And just a quick reminder, August 10th is Rath Yatra. Block your calendar. It's a little late this year because there there were so many other conflicting festivals happening in June and July that I couldn't find the right date. That was the only date available. It was literally like, like trying to gamble with this guy. So finally we got the date. It's August 10th, Rath Yatra, same time, same place. We have started the process. We're going to start making it really, really nice. So please do book the calendars for that. Without further delay, I'm going to ask Puru if she can do the Prasada praise.
Mahaprasade Govinde Ramde Vaishnave Swapanyam Raja Vishwaswan Vijayate Sharira Pratyaja Swapni
Did the camera view not change? Oh, you're not. Okay. Yeah. This change, I changed it. No, I didn't change it. Yeah, I think too much power. What is your That's so fun. Now. So like, when I try to give like more specific support. Appearance of the Lord. Yeah, gold. Opening up is called gold. It's 8 hours. Sample that is like no other place Yes, actually, I'm getting old now. As what shows goes down because of this. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
प्रसाद पॅक करून नाही पॅक करा थोडंसं का काहीतरी करू डेझर्ट वगैरे Put it in a bag. What are you doing?
tomorrow? 7 o'clock.